So this is going to be an extra fun video because I'm going to take you guys to Payette, Idaho. My friend moved there about a year ago. We're going to do a ton of garage sales, hit a ton of thrift stores, and it's just going to be a blast because who doesn't love a road trip? And of course, there is a haul at the end. Good morning. I am so excited. Look at my car. It is cleaned out, and that is because I'm hitting the road to go see my friend in Payetteville, Idaho, and I'm actually going to stop midway in Pendleton, Oregon. Yes, Pendleton. That's where they make blankets and beautiful jackets and textiles. Spending the night there and hopefully hitting some antique stores and some thrift stores because Payetteville is a long ways away. It's like 7-something hours. So that is the plan for the rest of the week and this weekend. I think I come back on Monday. Anyways, it's gonna be so much fun, and I'm so glad I'm taking you guys along. So in case you didn't know, Washington is actually divided by the Cascade mountain range, and Western Washington is extremely different from Eastern Washington. Western Washington is very green, very lush. There's water everywhere. But Eastern Washington is basically a desert. It is irrigated in many parts, and it's a huge agricultural center for the rest of the country. This is where apples are grown in Eastern Washington. So it looks really, really different from Western Washington. And it has its charms. I've kind of grown to love deserts. I guess I don't spend a lot of time in deserts, but it definitely has its own charm. Pendleton, Oregon is located in the northwest corner of Oregon, and it is definitely like stepping back in time. This is a true Western town, and that is particularly seen during Roundup Week, which is a huge rodeo that happens every single year. And I just happened to get there the week before, and so there was a lot of buzz all over town about Roundup. This was a really well curated Western store with a lot of vintage and apparel where I happened to meet a subscriber. Hi, Natalie. Anyways, it was just fun browsing, and I actually bought this vintage Wrangler shirt for $13. I'm up early. It's such a beautiful day. Well, I was up early and then I had to wait for the thrift stores to open. I'm gonna thrift my way to my friend's house. I am about 2.5 hours, I think, from Payette, Idaho. And so there's a couple little towns with a bunch of thrift stores, and I'm gonna see what I can find. So that was an awesome stop. I had been to that little thrift store before and I was looking forward to going there again, and sure enough I hauled out a ton of stuff, and so it was well worth my wait. Anyways, I'm going to this antique store and maybe they'll have some good stuff there too. Between Pendleton and Payette, Idaho, and I'm stopping in this little tiny town. I have never been here before, I don't think. I've only been to Boise, Idaho once with my mom, and that was like when we really couldn't travel because of COVID. But anyways, I'm excited because I always love to explore areas I've never been. This is such a little country town. I feel like it's in the middle of nowhere. I actually pass through a pass and a U.S. forest. I can't remember what the name was. I'll have to put that up there once I look it up. So anyways, I am really interested. There's actually about 4 or 5 thrift stores in this tiny little town. So I'm looking forward to exploring and seeing what I can find. How cute is this little overstuffed vintage chair? I feel like I had a couch in that very same material, and they had so much art in this thrift store, but I only bought one. Now I kind of regret that because look how beautiful this one is. It looks like it's probably embroidered silk. Sadly, I did not buy this salt and pepper shaker set, and it was so cute. I really regret that. So I am so glad I stopped in this little town. Not only is it really charming and so pretty, but I really scored at that last thrift store. I got so many great things. At the top of the list was that pile of like 1940s velvet tie-dye runners. I've had those in the past. I have paid up to $10 for them, and I was happy to do so because they definitely sell online. And then look at her. I think she is the score of this whole trip, and honestly, she is so beautiful. I thought it was possibly a very well done print, but it isn't. It's a painting, and honestly, I'm gonna keep her. She is that fabulous. And I have to tell you, I have an affinity for art that has women or girls in it. And I think it's because I grew up in a family of 3 sisters, and you know, I think our clan is very maternal, or do you say maternal? Yeah, maternal. A clan of women. And so I was so attracted. I mean, I'm always attracted to female art, but she in particular is so amazing. I am so happy to have found her, and I only paid $15. I'll give you a better look when I do the haul. Altogether, I hit 4 thrift stores, and I found items in every single one, including this beautiful vintage drawer liner with all these pretty little roses. Obviously, it's not scented anymore. And this kind of little ugly marble candlestick holder, but I did buy it. It was only $1. My friend Candace and her husband Marlo did such a wonderful job designing their home. It really reflects their personality, their sense of fun, and obviously their great hospitality. I had such a great time with them. Those are pretty. I wonder how much this painting is. Those are pretty.
That's $5. I think you get both.
Oh, I love the color. How fun is this? You got an old house and a barn. The barn, people with barns, they have the best stuff. That's interesting. What is this? Like a old curtain? Yeah, right? How fun is that?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, I don't see really where the curtain rod would go.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So
How
it is.
fun is that?
Yeah.
That's cool. Read.
Look at kind of a mailbox thing.
Yeah. Love this. Wow, this is not in the best shape, but I think this is so cool. Cute for like a kid's room.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. It's a menu. Isn't that fun?
Cool.
Never heard of it, but
Never
That's
heard of
cool.
it, but it's a fun. Is that just not a fun menu?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
this picture.
Look at the colors.
Mm-hmm.
They just really show up on that.
Wow. Look at these. Neiman Marcus.
Oh, wow.
Those are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Their price is really good in this.
$8.
I know, it's crazy.
But look at the colors. That's just right up my alley.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna
outfits
get
on
this
it.
for $10.
And they all come in this.
I know, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, look at this one.
Yeah.
How fun. Look at this picture. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, look at that picture.
Yeah, you're in the pictures too.
That's
I knew you would.
beautiful.
Yeah.
$12. I mean, you would pay more than that at an estate sale.
Mm-hmm.
God, that is cute.
And what would you pay at Poulsbo? Oh, it's heavy.
Girl,
It's $15.
that is so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Where am I gonna put in that?
I love this.
I know. And what is that? Is that over a baby's crib?
Oh. I'm gonna get this. Yeah. Imagine my surprise when we drove up to an estate sale and there was Heidi Barrett of Barrett's Estates. I've featured her estate sales in past videos and hauls that I've gotten from her. So it was such a pleasant surprise. She was doing a sale for her parents who were also antique dealers back in the day and also did estates. I'm heading that way.
You guys pulled in. Oh, look at cheese curds.
Oh, cheese curds. So if you're new here, my name is Abigail and I own a vintage and antique store in Poulsbo, Washington. I have one antique booth in Seattle, Washington. I sell on almost all the major platforms, but my favorites are Etsy and eBay, and I have a coupon code in case you want to purchase anything from my shops. I have over 1,000 items listed, and the coupon code is LOVEITBUYIT, and it saves you 15% on your total order. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you totally should, because I post content almost every single day, and much of it never even makes it onto the videos. So it was so awesome to be in Pendleton, and you know, I didn't even think I would be able to score a Pendleton blanket. Even in Pendleton, they are highly regarded. And so I did find a Pendleton blanket, but it's not their typical design. It is this beautiful, like this periwinkle blue with these like chevron triangle design with this beautiful fringe. It is really pretty. It is more of like a throw blanket. It would be beautiful like at the end of a bed. I went to a couple of like vintage shops and thrift stores in Pendleton. There was kind of like this hole in the wall of one, and there wasn't a lot of stuff that was affordable for me for resale, but I did see these absolutely stunning set of 4 ashtrays. They are so cool, mostly because the color on them is amazing. It's like this teal aqua blue on gold, and these were actually made in West Germany. So they were made before the wall came down. So whenever you see West Germany, that's usually what that means. And I paid $10 for this whole set. There's 4 of them, and these will be listed online. So I can't remember where I got this, but it was somewhere along my travels. I thought it was so cute with those little terracotta colored animals. It's this beautiful, and it does have something on the bottom, but I can't quite see what it says. And I only paid $1 for this, so obviously I picked this up at a thrift store. I think I also picked these up in Pendleton, but I cannot remember now. I would have to go back and look at the footage. But I love these amber ashtrays, especially this one. It's just chunky and wavy. And then this one's really cool too. So I paid $7 a piece for these. I wanted to actually say I probably got these in Baker City, where there was this one thrift store that had some really cool things. So I know I picked this one up in Pendleton. There's a little thrift store on the main drag, and the time I was there last, which was quite a few years ago with my mom, we both fell in love with this little thrift store. So I got this little ashtray. I also got a ton of glassware there at a really good price, and like a Western purse that's at the store. But I really liked this like mid-century modern course. And it's interesting because everything in there was like, a lot of stuff was like Western related. And anyways, people were just snatching everything up. So they were like, do not put anything else. They were talking to each other. Do not put anything else out until roundup happens. I love these. These are tie-dye, but they are not from the 60s. They are not from the 70s. They are from the 40s and even earlier, like the 30s. And these are so cool. They're so beautiful. They're this beautiful crushed velvet with like this silk tassels. And they had a bunch of them. And I only paid like $3.99 to $5.99 for this. So you can actually see what they look like in the back. So I absolutely love these. And whenever I can get my hands on them, I will pay up for them. So I was so happy to even find them. I also picked up this really cute little granny square Afghan. I just really like the green background on this. It's not a big one. It could be a great like baby blanket. And the price on this one was $7. That's probably like the going rate of what I usually pay. And I have sold these anywhere between like $35 and $55, $65. I want to say I also picked this up at that store. I'm pretty positive actually, but it's this really cool, I'm going to call it a trinket tray. Obviously it wasn't an ashtray because it's made of resin, but it's this red resin with all these like pebbles and little leaves, and I paid $5 for this. I just thought it was really funky, cool, and it has kind of like that atomic look to it. And anyways, I thought that was a great buy and a great price. So once I was in Idaho, Candace and I had such a great time. We went to a bunch of garage sales, but we also went to this really good antique mall where the prices were incredible. So let me show you, none of this is in any particular order. So let me just show you what I found. I found this really cool rag rug. I think I paid $1 for it at that little garage sale that was, you know, the house was kind of falling apart, but the property was so cute and that place could have been fixed up adorably. And she had a lot of old stuff. So I picked that up and some glasses, and I don't remember a few other things there. I also picked up this fish. I cannot even tell you how much I paid for it. It wasn't much. I'm going to say, I think it was like $1. But anyways, I thought it was really cool. I think this one's probably going to go to my antique booth in Seattle. So I bought this picture. There was like 3 or 4 other blue pictures like this, and they were so pretty. In a way, I think I kind of regret leaving them behind. But you know, I have sold some online and then I still have some. And so I think this one will go online. Also at that antique mall, I picked this up. Is that just not so fun? It's this enamelware, probably from the 50s, I would say. I was looking, oh, it's made in Hong Kong. So I'm going to say it was probably from the 50s. So I instantly liked this little brass, I think it's for matches. So you put the long matches in there. And at first I thought it was new because that Starburst kind of looked new to me, but it's actually not. It's made in Sweden. And so you could see the tag. So it was probably made like in the 50s or the 60s. But anyways, you put your long matches in there and then you use the side to strike them. This one I got at a garage sale. Oh, so you saw in the video. Yes, my friend Heidi Barrett, who runs Barrett Estate, she does estate sales and she's got a booth at a local antique mall. We just happened to have this estate sale on our radar. And when we drove up, there she was. I was just like blown away at how coincidental. So anyways, I got this from her. It's beautiful. I want to say this is walnut, but I really don't know my woods. And this one is $5. The other thing I got at Heidi's sale is this pineapple candlestick holder. Is that not just so cool? I paid $10 for this. I also got this beautiful little portrait of this Renaissance lady. So pretty. It's an older one. It's got this taffeta. Is it taffeta? I think it's taffeta on the back, and it is just adorable. The side, all the way around the side is all velvet. So cute. I just absolutely love it. I also got this. beautiful tray. It is not in the best condition, but it's so huge. It's amazing. I paid $15 for this tray at Heidi's sale. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but it is, I just love it. Candace and I both got one of these really narrow folding benches from Heidi's brother for only $20. What a steal. That cool antique mall whose prices were amazing. I got this duck. I love it. It's orange and green. It kind of looks like a boho duck. And originally somebody paid $6.99 at Value Village. And I want to say I paid maybe $14, maybe $16 for it. But it's very cool. The only thing I got on the way back was this really cool tapestry. It is wool and it is Mexican. More than likely it is Mexican. It could be somewhere else from South America somewhere. But I loved that it had these bright like pink colors in it. So it's more colorful than a lot of things that you find from South America. And I paid $13 for this one. I cannot even remember where I got this one at. It's this Toby jug pitcher. And so basically these were made, I don't know, all the way from the 1700s up even to current days. And this is not really an old one, but I just like it so much. It is so interesting. And honestly, if you're decorating a room and you need something funky, he's really perfect for that. These I picked up in La Grande on my way to Idaho, and I just thought they were so charming. I could not resist them. I know somebody's gonna love them, but they are these light switch covers. And so this is an outlet cover. So there's like 3 outlet covers, a light switch cover, and a double light switch cover. And these are definitely vintage. I paid $2 for the set of these. Oh, I also picked this up at that antique mall. It is so heavy, but it is cool. It's just like this really cool vessel. It's really more of a statement piece. And I want to say I paid $20 for it. And I debated on it because I don't know about selling it online. I mean, even the top is really heavy. And that's like marble. I mean, somebody broke part of it, but that's like marble. Anyway, it's so pretty. If I do sell it online, I'll probably list it at like $160. And last but not least, there is her, and she is beautiful. She is so pretty, and I don't think I'm gonna sell her. I think I'm gonna keep her. She is a painting, not a print, and the colors are just stunning on her. And she was only $15 at that thrift store I really liked that was in La Grande. Well, I hope you enjoyed this road tripping thrift video. And if you get a chance to get out and do some thrifting, I hope the thrifting gods will be with you and that you find some fabulous stuff. And then otherwise, I will see you on the next video.